Ben Tramer. I really agree. It's definitely Ben Tramer. I would be willing, if I was going to make a pure assumption on anything, it just makes sense. We know that they're doing the Easter eggs. We know they're honoring every single sequel. It's got to be Ben Tramer.
If you're going to put whoever he may be in this role, he might just be in the movie just to die. Who knows?
And he probably will.
Absolutely.
Actually, I think we may see him getting in the trailer. So I don't think this guy's going to
that's the thing, but to make him Ben Tramer...
Poor Ben Tramer. He's got to die. Ben Tramer has just always been a character.
I mean, he's already dead.
Right.
But not in this time.
Right.
So that's cool.
Alternate reality, he dies again.
If we're talking theories, man, I got to touch on something. Okay, this is one of my things. Like, I read a lot of people asking the question, why would Laurie, for 40 years, harp on the fact that this happened to her? Why would she obviously take gun lessons? Why is she shooting mannequins? Why does she have a house full of...
And I just want to point out, this is a stupid question, and I'll tell you why.
No, it is, and that's the thing, man. Like, why does she have this house with booby traps and, like, these trap doors and all this other... and cameras everywhere? Let me ask this question. If something that traumatizing happened to you in your life, you have two options. You seek help, because you're going to need it, okay? And you better yourself, and you do what she's done, and you're scared shitless for the rest of your fucking life, dude.
Well, what happens when people go and they go off to war?
Yeah.
They come back home, they've seen terrible things, they've been involved in terrible things, they wake up in a cold sweat.
They're not the same person.
Exactly.
You're never going to be the same person.
She has post-traumatic stress syndrome.
Yep.
That coupled with the fact that Michael's not dead, and as long as Michael Myers is alive,
post-Michael Myers syndrome, though,
which is worse,
right? It actually is worse.
We're going to get flagged, and we're going to get protested now. But no, but no. I mean,
just saying.
But the thing is you went through this kind of a trauma, which is a trauma. 3 of your friends were brutally murdered, which is another interesting thing, which I want to get to after this. But anyway. 3 of your friends were brutally murdered. You were almost killed. Actually, you came so close. You have a scar on your arm to remind you every day of that night.
Take it as a bad relationship. Okay, you date somebody, things don't work out, you break up. You get married, things don't work out, you break up. That fucks with you.
No, there's no question.
It fucks with your life, man. It messes you up in the future for future things. If that isn't enough indication of what something like this would do to you, 40 years later, and if you're not scared shitless out of your life every Halloween when it comes out, which they touched on H2O,
as long as that man is still living and breathing,
and she knows this,
and she knows that he's still living and breathing, you got 2 choices. You can pray that he never gets out, or realize that he could get out.
But you do realize her thing is she's been praying for all those years. If he did get out,
wants him out
because she wants,
because why remain a victim?
Right. And that's the thing. That was your other option. You sit around and you sulk about it for the rest of your life. Or you do what the fuck she did.
Right.
And you step up and make yourself no longer the victim. You're ready to fight.
And she says, he's been waiting for me, but you know what? I've been waiting for him.
Exactly.
And that's the movie. That's what it is. Like, Laurie looks badass in this.
But here's the thing, though, too. Think about this theory. She's just as much obsessed with him as he is with her. It's not the brother and sister connection anymore.
No.
It's simply because she's the one that got away.
Yeah, he wants her, and it goes back because now, part of the beauty of the original movie, he chose her as his victim when she dropped the key off at the Myers house. He just saw her and thought that's the one.
Some people throw out the theory of maybe he saw her and thought, boy, she reminds me a lot of my sister. You can go that route with this one.
Sure.
You know that.
It's like they're not related, but they're still kind of brother and sister in that way. There's
something there.
But again, she might even be more obsessed with him. And I say that because of that one photo. He is clearly walking away, and she's not letting him go.
No.
He's clearly walking away.
It shows that she's not the Laurie Strode of 78.
Right.
She's not going to run away from you. She's coming at you full force.
So I think that she is going to be stalking him.
Yeah, which makes him in turn the victim and her the aggressor.
And it very well does.
And that's the thing that I said, that they flipped the script like Rob Zombie did in Devil's Rejects.
And it'll be easy to do with Michael Myers because people already love Michael Myers.
Exactly. I don't care if he's a fucking serial killer or not. You like the character. You're invested in the character. He's
been around for so long. He's almost a household name. Now I want to point something out. I had mentioned the 3 victims. Now at the beginning of the movie, they said, oh, he murdered 3 people on Halloween night, 1978.
Right.
They don't mention the 4th victim, which was Michael's sister. So there were some theories. Oh, are they cutting that out, or are they just saying he never killed?
Well,
I don't think they are.
He didn't. Essentially, now, if you're talking 78, though, he killed her back in 63.
63, right? And if you look at the photos they released, there is a Judith Myers headstone.
Mm-hmm.
And here's another thing. I've been going back and forth. I want to talk to you about this. Here's a theory. Here's my theory. How is the movie going to open up? Are we going to open up in present day, or are they going to go back? Are you going to hear the gunshots in 1978 and see Michael crawling? This is what I would like to see. I would like to see Michael crawling, just barely alive, crawling away from where, and that would explain why he was gone.
Right.
He gets taken into custody. Next shot is at Haddonfield Memorial Hospital, which, if you look at some of the photos released, there are Haddonfield Memorial Hospital logos, which means the hospital, Haddonfield Memorial Hospital, is going to be in the movie, whether it be at the beginning or at the end, or in the middle somewhere.
Which, again, is another Easter egg for people that remember.
Right, for the second movie.
Yeah, exactly.
So, how great would it be to see this scene of Michael Myers in a trauma room, getting bullets extracted, surgeons working on him, a lot like when you the way Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 opened up with just make it this bloody scene, like what a trauma surgery would look like, and then he gets incarcerated.
Because at that point, it's okay to show him as a vulnerable person.
Because and that would really drive that point home. Even have him flatline a couple times. Yeah. You know what I mean? Make it as realistic as possible.
I don't know how true this is. I have never actually seen this confirmed or not, but they say this movie is going to be over 2 hours. If that's the case, then you're going to you have to give a little bit of that 78.
Yeah, I mean, I know the Halloween Return script that they were going to do that in some form,
and maybe they kept some of that.
I hope that I would like to see it. I mean, I'm not going to be totally disappointed if they don't, but I really think that if you, especially because you're going to have you're still going to have this audience that's still confused as to what is this? When does this take place? Right. So if you open with that, the 5 shots, show him fall out of the balcony.
People are going to walk into the theater confused.
Exactly.
They're going to leave the theater confused.
Right. But
they still don't get it.
Exactly. But you could clear it up right at the beginning. Mm-hmm. This is what happened. He was taken to the hospital, incarcerated.
If you're a fan of the 78 version and you've seen it and you know all about it, you watched the whole franchise, you're good. Mm-hmm. You walk into a theater not knowing anything about it and think this is the first ever Halloween movie, you're fucked because you don't know what's going on.
Right. Yeah. Or even if you saw the 78 movie and haven't been around since and you think, oh, well, yeah, I'll go check out this new Halloween movie, you're going to watch it. Or if you've seen all the sequels and you're thinking you're going and seeing, what's going to happen with the Curse of Thorn? The Call of Thorn,
right,
you know what I mean?
I don't think he's going to make an appearance in this one.
No. So you have to, although you may see the thorn somewhere in the background in the stall, in the bathroom stall.
Yeah,
you see that?
I saw that.
It's there.
Yeah. If you erase some of the stuff that comes out to be the thorn symbol, which I have tattooed right there, actually. Yeah. Don't flag me for that. It's whatever.
That's just a line with a
Don't worry about
the greater than sign.
Dude, let me tell you, this has been an absolute blast. We covered so much stuff. And so much stuff that we didn't get a chance to touch on.
Yeah, we could go on probably for days.
And eventually we're going
to get to the whole series. We're going to do. We don't want to do it all in one night.
No. I can't wait to see this movie when it comes out. I know we talked a little bit about our next episode, which is going to be one of my personal favorites.
I'm looking forward to this.
Is cheesy horror movies. And dude, let's be honest. Some of you hate them. Some of you love them. I love them because they're so bad.
Some of us love to hate them.
Yeah, and that's how it is, man.
You know what? I think that like cheesy horror movies, and don't forget, some classics came out of the cheesy genre. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre was about as cheesy as it gets, and we'll someday do a show on that.
But one of the classic movies of all time.
Yeah. One of the best. It's right up there with Halloween as far as what it did for the genre.
Absolutely.
So I'm looking forward to it. I have a few picks. I know you have a few good ones.
Oh man, I can't even wait.
And we'll also talk about some horror movies that were just awful. Some cheesy movies that were just awful.
Listen, I have one that. Oh god, just wait, just wait. It's terrible.
So next time, our next show, episode 2. Hopefully you guys really enjoyed this as much as we did.
We hope so.
This was fun. We'll get better at it and more organized. We'll have more skits, more goofy stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I know there's a few shout-outs.
Oh, yeah, dude. I wanted to say what's up to my boy Tony, who actually shared the same theory with me on the Dr. Loomis being related to random British guy. he actually texted me the other day, and he said this, and he said that to me. And I said, dude, that's my thoughts exactly.
Tony's a friend of ours who's we've been kind of group messaging around on Facebook, tagging each other and everything else ever
He's
since.
as excited as we are about this new movie. And definitely the guys on Instagram, man. Michael Myers and Halloween H40. Follow those guys, man. Awesome pictures. Everything Halloween related to this new movie.
Listen, I'm looking forward to the movie release, and you know what? I'm looking forward to the ride too, because there's so much stuff. The hype train is a lot of fun. They're
going to release so much more shit up until we're probably going to get at least maybe one more trailer.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure of it. And so anyway, for those of you who are just chomping at the bit, going crazy because you want this movie out now, I say just slow down, enjoy the ride. This is a good time to be a Halloween fan because we're going to get a new movie. We're going to get more trailers, and then hopefully a sequel after that. But right now, this is where we're at, and I'm pumped about it.
Me too. Man. I couldn't even, man. Listen, opening night, I'm there.
Oh,
if they do a midnight on Thursday,
oh, that would be great. That would be ideal. I think they will. I think they will. What would be really cool? We're going right back into it.
No, I'll tell you what I want.
Probably the same thing I want.
On the same page. Yeah. I'm driving to do 78 and this one
back to back. I will sit for 4+ hours.
I don't care. Nope. I don't care.
Munching on my popcorn, eating my candy, and I will watch. You know what you could do? You could do a marathon and play every Halloween movie, and I'll show up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I will be there all day, and we will watch
the whole weekend. Basically,
we'll do this. We'll do this.
If somewhere doesn't do,
they should
Halloween
do
78 2000.
They should,
together.
and I would be surprised if they don't. I would suggest that they would probably on a midnight showing around 10 o'clock show Halloween 78, and then midnight when they're allowed to show the new movie, show a new Halloween movie. I would be surprised if somebody doesn't do that. So next week, cheesy horror movies.
Before we jump off on a huge
we can start another show.
Yeah.
I'm as excited though about that, and I know I got some good ones. You do as well. Let us know in the comment section what you think. Maybe someday we'll get a Facebook page up, websites, all that fun stuff.
If you want to debate us on anything we came up with.
Yeah, if you think we're full of shit, if you think the mask looks terrible, whatever, let us know. And believe me, we will respond.
Oh, most definitely.
So, we'll talk.
See you guys next time.
First show. Great, that worked out really well. Ah, just wonder the closet's open. The hell? Won't close. Ow! What? What are you doing in the closet?
Well, I was gonna try to scare you, but you could fucking hit me with the door, you asshole.